What if a single person held the power to freeze your money, reverse your transactions, or shut down the entire financial system? This isn't a dystopian fantasy, it's the inherent flaw of a centralized system. Welcome back to WECN, where we're demystifying blockchain today. We're tackling the core idea that makes it all possible, decentralization. To understand why decentralization is a revolution, let's first look at its opposite. Remember Scroogecoin? A simple cryptocurrency where one entity, Scrooge, controlled everything. He validated transactions, minted new coins, and held the only copy of the ledger. Scroogecoin was secure, but it was a dictatorship. If Scrooge decided to take a permanent vacation, the entire system collapsed with him. This single point of failure is the Achilles heel of centralization. So, the billion-dollar question is, can we build a Scroogecoin without a Scrooge? Can we have a secure, trusted system without a central ruler? The answer is a resounding yes, and it's called decentralization. At its heart, decentralization is about distributing power instead of one king in a castle. Imagine a community where every member has an equal say in the tech world. Think of the open, customizable Android ecosystem versus Apple's walled garden, or the personal computer that put computing power on your desk, versus the massive, inaccessible mainframes of the past. Decentralization trades absolute efficiency for resilience, independence, and freedom. In 2008, Satoshi Nakamoto presented the blueprint for this new world, Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system with no central server. But how does it work without a boss? The magic lies in two key components, a shared ledger and a clever consensus mechanism. First, the shared ledger, the blockchain. Unlike Scrooge's private notebook, everyone in the Bitcoin network has an identical copy of this transaction history. When you make a transaction, you broadcast it to the network nodes, check its validity, and pass it along. But with thousands of independent nodes, how do they all agree on which transactions are official? This is the famous Byzantine general's problem: how to achieve consensus when some participants might be unreliable or malicious. Bitcoin's genius is that it doesn't use a simple majority vote. Why? Because a malicious actor could create thousands of fake nodes to hijack the vote, a Sybil attack. Instead, Bitcoin uses a lottery system, but one where you have to buy tickets with computational work. This is where miners come in. They compete to solve a complex mathematical puzzle, a process called proof of work. The winner gets to propose the next block of transactions to the network. Other nodes easily verify the solution, and, if the block is valid, they add it to their own chain. This forges consensus. Without a vote, it's secure because faking a block is computationally monstrously expensive. Decentralization isn't a free lunch. This system requires immense redundancy, thousands of nodes storing the entire blockchain, consuming energy and bandwidth that can be slower than a centralized database. And while the network is decentralized, aspects like mining and software development can become concentrated. But the trade-off is a system that is incredibly robust. It has no single point of failure. No one can censor your transaction or seize your assets. It's a foundational shift from trust in an institution to trust in a verifiable, mathematical process. In our next video, we'll dive into the engine of this system, proof of work and its modern alternative, proof of stake. We'll see how Bitcoin turns electricity into security and prevents double spending for good.